moment. Okay, so I laughed this morning as I was getting myself situated, finding my mountain pose here, connecting to the earth, finding my breath. I reached into the bag of stones as I was setting up for class, and I pulled out goodness. And I know I've said this story over and over and over again to many of you, but goodness just makes me laugh, and it reminds me of my daughter. And I immediately connect with her when I pull that stone. So I don't know what goodness means to you, but for me, it always reminds me of my daughter, who is now 23, who received a DW Dora Winifred aardvark doll when she was 6 months old, her first Christmas. And she still has it, and she still sleeps with it. And it's on her beautifully made bed with all of her gorgeous new bedding in her new apartment. Very, very adult looking apartment. And then there's the doll. That looks disgusting. And when I tell her she should do something with it, she says, "God, Mom, she smells like goodness." And I just laugh. So immediately I was able to connect with my daughter. Find a way to connect your practice to something of significance to you. And again, it can be something very small. But as you continue to feel the earth grow solid beneath your feet, find that strong foundation, find your connection, allow the crown of your head to grow tall towards the sky. Recognize the quality of the air around you. Notice how your body feels as you find stillness and you root yourself down to the earth. Breathe love to those areas that are sore, that may have cramped up. And maybe take a moment to set an intention for your practice. I intend to still my thoughts. I intend to stay present. I intend to recognize the goodness that's all around us. What resonates with you this morning? Where was your head at as you stepped onto your mat? And if there was baggage that came with you, get rid of it. And if your eyes were closed, flutter them open. And then inhale those arms up to volcano. Drop the shoulders as you reach the fingertips long overhead. Shift the weight into that left foot and bring the right foot up to heartless pose. Right into balance. So we stood in mountain for quite some time, finding our foundation. Bring the hands down to heart center, drop the shoulders. And kick that heel back. Coming down to a warrior three balance. Inhale it back up. Knee comes up, arms come up to volcano. Exhale everything down, hands to heart center, and find your mountain. Breath. Inhale those arms back up to volcano. That right foot and bring the left knee up. Foot is flexed. Find balance. Exhale the hands to heart center. Drop the shoulders. Press the palms together. Hinge forward and send that left heel flex to the back edge of your mat. Warrior three with hands to heart center. Inhale it back up. Virgil pose, arms extend up overhead, volcano. Exhale everything down to heart center. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift on inhale. Fold on an exhale. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release those arms up to the sky and bring that right knee up with it. Exhale, hands to heart center. Kick that foot back. Warrior three. Inhale back up. Reach those arms long overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right down into a fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Fold on an exhale. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands up towards the sky. That left knee comes up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Push the heel back. Warrior three. Find balance. Inhale everything back up to center. Reach the arms up. Reach the knee up. Exhale down into your fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Fold on an exhale. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release the hands up to the sky. Bring that right knee up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hinge forward. Kick that heel back. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands. Left knee comes up. Volcano arms. Hands come to heart center. Kick that left heel back. Inhale. Reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Fold on an exhale. Send the feet back to your high plank. Float forward. Tuck the elbows. Chaturanga and hold. 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. 3, 2, 1. High plank. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Float it back to downward facing dog. Dog, roll the walk, pedal it out. Open those shoulders. Stretch through those feet. Come to stillness. Inhale up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, sink the heels back. Inhale up. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, sink those heels. Gaze comes forward. Slightly in those knees. Hop or step forward into your folds. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release those hands up to volcano. That right knee comes up. And we're going to hinge forward. Arms slide back. Palms facing down. Inhale, reach for the sky. Sitting on that right side. Exhale, float back. Warrior three, airplane arms, palms facing down. Inhale up, birdless pose. Volcano with the arms. Exhale, hinge. Warrior three. Inhale up. Just exhale, the foot comes down. Hands to heart center. Those arms big, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, flat back. Exhale, fold, send the feet back, float forward, chaturanga and hold. 3, 2, 1. Press it up to that high plank and hold. Find your nice solid base. Drop it down to chaturanga. Press it up to your high plank. Drop it down to chaturanga. Press it back up to your high plank and float back to downward facing dog. And pedal it out. Open those shoulders up. Find stillness. Inhale up to tippy toes. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale up to tippy toes. Exhale, sink those heels. Open up those shoulders. Inhale up. Press into those palms. Exhale, sink. Comes forward. Slice into those knees. Hopper step forward, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left side, reach those arms up. Left knee comes up, foot is flexed. Hinge forward into warrior 3, airplane arms, palms face down. Shoulders out of the ears. Inhale up to the sky. Left knee comes up. Hinge forward. Warrior 3, airplane arms. Inhale up. Exhale, airplane. Arms, warrior 3. Flex that foot, push it to the back edge of your mat. Inhale up. Exhale to the mat, hands to heart center. Release the hands, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, fold to the earth. Halfway lift on inhale. Fold on an exhale, feet come back, float forward. Chaturanga and hold. Press it up. Release down. Press it up. Release down. Press up. One more time. Release down. Press it up. And float back to downward facing dog. Bring down left foot. Extend the right. So it's in line with the hip. So it's not all the way up to a 3-legged dog. Push that heel to the back edge of your mat. Right leg is parallel to your mat. Try to invite your left heel down towards the floor. Stretch out that calf. Activate the legs. Activate the core. Press through those shoulder blades. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Switch sides. Root that right. Then the left. Push that left heel back. Flex the foot. Sink the right heel down. Feel the core engage as you stretch through the calf. That right foot. Keep those shoulder blades spiraled open. And release. Gaze comes forward. Upper step to the front of your mat and hold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. We'll go through a sun salutation A pretty quick. Inhale it up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, feet come back, float forward, chaturanga. Draw lines forward with your nose. Inhale to upward facing dog. Roll through your toes. Exhale to downward facing dog. Bring your gaze forward. Upper step to the front of your mat and fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release and reach. Fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Feet come back. Float forward. Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Comes forward. Feet come forward. Fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. And reach. Fold on your exhale. Flat back. Fold. Feet come back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Gaze comes forward. Feet come forward. Fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Engage your core. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release and reach. Hold on your exhale. Halfway lift on an inhale. Hold on your exhale. Send the feet back. Float forward. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Comes forward. Feet come forward. Fold. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold on your exhale. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Release and reach. Hold and exhale. Halfway lift. Fold. Feet come back. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to downward facing dog. Gaze comes forward. Upper step forward. Hold. Flat back. Hold. Release and reach. The heart center. One more time. Reach for the sky. Hold. Halfway lift. Hold. Feet come back. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Gaze comes forward. Feet come forward. Hold. Flat back. Hold. Reverse swan dive. Exhale, sit right into your chair. Turn those pinkies inward. Knees behind the toes. Down a little bit lower. Hands come to heart center. Come up to balance on that left foot. Bring the right knee slightly up like you're in Regulus pose. And hold. Find balance and strength. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the foot, come back to your chair. Hands come to heart center, shift the weight into that right. As you're sitting in chair, bring that left knee up. Foot is flexed. Knees forward, sink a little lower. Release the foot, back up to your chair. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Send the feet back, float forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That left foot, extend the right. Pull it through, plant the foot, grow tall, drop the knee, rise up. Drop the left knee, rise up. Drop down, grow tall, cartwheel hands down, sandwich that right foot, send it back, go through your vinyasa. High plank to low, up dog to down dog. Root that right foot, extend the left. Look through center, plant that foot, grow tall right away. Drop the knee. Reach for the sky. Drop the knee. Reach for the sky. Drop the knee. Reach for the sky. Cartwheel hands down, sandwich that left foot, send it back in vinyasa. High plank to low. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Here you down dog. 3 breaths. This is your rest. Gaze comes forward. Feet come forward. Hold. Flat back. Fold. Keep those arms forward and up as you come right back into your chair. Come to heart center. Shift the weight to the left. Right foot comes up. Flex the foot. Bring that knee up towards the chest. Take a little lower into that left side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the foot. Arms come up into chair pose. Hands come to heart center. Left knee comes up. We're still sinking low into that chair. Balance and strength. 4, 3, 2, 1. Chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, send the feet back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Move that left, extend the right. Pull that right through center, plant and grow. Knee comes down. Reach for the sky. Point the glutes. Drop. Release. Up. Drop. Release the sky. One more time. Drop that knee. Reach for the sky. This time cartwheel the hands back down. Send that right foot back. Go through your vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. From down dog. With that right, extend the left. Pull through center, plant, and grow. Sink. Reach. With the glutes. Sink. Reach. Sink. Reach. Sink. Reach. Cartwheel the hands down. Send that left foot back, vinyasa. Go straight to down dog. You do you. We're going to hold the downward facing dog. We're going to pedal it out. Recognize any soreness you're feeling in your legs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to stillness if you are still pedaling. We're going to take it forward. First step to the front of your mat and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. The arms forward and up as you come back into your chair. One more time through. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right knee comes up. Still sitting in that chair. Find balance and strength. 3, 2, 1. Release the foot. Arms come up into the chair. Hands come to heart center. Shift the weight into the right. Bring that left knee up. Nothing else shifted or changed. Just front the knee up like you would if we were standing in volcano and birdless pose. 3, 2, 1. Release the foot. Reach the arms up. Press the bum a little lower. Reach and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, feet come back, float forward, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Move that right, left, extend the right. Pull it through, plant that right foot, grow tall, drop the knee. Reach for the sky. Drop that left knee. Reach up. Sink to the earth. Reach for the sky. One more time, sink down into the earth. Reach for the sky. And cartwheel those hands down. Plant them firmly in vinyasa. From our down dog, root that right, extend the left. Pull it through, engage the core, plant it, and grow. Drop down to the earth. Reach for the sky. Sink down to the earth with control. Reach up. Sink. Reach. Breathe. Reach. Release to the earth. Vinyasa. All kneading in down dog. We'll hold this down dog again. This is where we're coming to rest. Yogi's choice to pedal it, but to find stillness here. Breathing in through your nose. Take a big exhale out through your mouth. Let go breath. Again, in through your nose. Blow it out through your mouth. Gaze forward. Bring your feet forward and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Sweep those arms forward and up as you come back into that chair one more time. In here. Inhale, rise tall, palms come together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your mountain. Close your eyes. I want you to find balance with your eyes closed. Shift the weight to the left and bring the right knee up. Birdless pose with mountain arms. Wobbling all over the place with my eyes closed. Try to find that stillness. Pull the shoulders down and back. Balance and strength. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, press the air down and away. Palms come up, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, palms come down, press the air down and away. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, press the air down and away. And release the foot and come to mountain. Root yourself, both feet for 3 cycles of breath. In and out through your nose, telling your nervous system that you are in control here. When you're ready, actively shift the weight into that right side. If you can, keeping your eyes closed. Lift that left knee, foot is flexed. Arms are still strong in mountain pose. Strength and balance. Reach those arms up to the sky. Palms touch overhead. Palms turn down, press the air down and away. Turn the palms up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, press the air down and away. 2 more times. Inhale, reach for the sky. Palms come up. Exhale, push the air down and away. 1 more time. Keep that left foot flexed. Inhale up, squeeze that right glute. Exhale, press the air down and away. Release everything down to the floor. Come back to your mountain pose. Get yourself down. One of the eyes open. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, send the feet back, float forward, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Root that right, left leg, extend the right. Pull that right through. Drop the left heel at a 45-degree angle and find your warrior 1. Push into the whole back, outside edge of that left foot. Hips, shoulders are reaching towards the top edge of your mat. Sway yourself forward. Twist through that lower torso. Hold. From your warrior 1, reach back, interlace those hands behind your back, pull it away, hinge forward into our humble warrior. Drop the crown of your head. Extend the crown of your head long. Come up to the reverse warrior 1. Hands stay clasped, slight back bend. Hinge it forward. Lead with the chin and the nose. Dropping the crown last. On your inhale, extend that crown long first, finding that flat back and humble warrior, and then unhinge into that slight back bend. Lean forward with the chin and the nose, pausing at that flat back, and then allowing the crown to drop. Inhale up, lead with the crown, find a flat back first, unhinge. One last time, finding that slight back bend. And then release the hands back up to warrior one. Turn the left toes up, so you're now in a high lunge. Cartwheel the hands down and go through your vinyasa. Go straight to down dog. Turn your down dog, root that right foot, extend the left. Pull through center, plant that left foot, drop the right heel at that 45-degree angle, and come up to your warrior one. You don't have to stay where you landed. Make any adjustments you need to have your left knee over your left ankle, hips and shoulders forward, pushing into the back leg, the whole outside edge. Root that foot down. Find strength through the ankle. Chin parallels the floor. Sink a little lower. Don't let that left hip push out. Drop down. Reach for the sky. And then release the hands, interlace to your non-dominant side so it should feel slightly awkward. Pull the hands away from the back and forward. That humble warrior, pausing at the flat back for a moment and then allowing the crown to drop. On your inhale, extend the crown first, find a flat back, and then unhinge into that slight back bend. Enjoy the journey. Down. The nose, the chin, the forehead. Crown extends long into that flat back, and then I drop the crown. Take that same journey on the way back up. Finding that flat back, unhinging. Coming up through my warrior one and into that slight back bend. More times. Forward, nose, chin, forehead, pause. Release. Your breath, your journey, your practice. One more time. Time, like back bend, the last back bend, and then release the hands up to your warrior one. Turn that right foot, good. You can fill this up and you're now in your high lunge. Cartwheel the hands down, sandwich that left foot, send it back and go to your vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Taking a pause if you need to, a child's pose at any time for your practice to gather strength. Matter of fact, we're all going to go there now. Take the knees wide, toes together, push the hips back, sink the hips down, and drop the chest. Gather some strength here. And sink those heels, hips back. Breathe. You want to take this active, bring the elbows up off the mat, come up to tented fingertips. Let the forehead rest. We're here for 2 more cycles of breath. And then we're going to come up. And we're going to come all the way forward onto the belly into Sphinx pose. Elbows are right underneath the shoulders. Palms are pushing into the floor. Front of my head extends long. I'm not looking up. I'm engaging, pushing the tops of my feet into the floor, pushing my quads into the floor, engaging my legs, Engaging my lower back, pressing out of the floor with those forearms. Down to the mat. Sweep those arms back behind you. Those airplane arms, palms facing up. You're going to lift the legs up off the mat. Lift the arms up off the mat and your chest. And you're going to hold. Reach those fingertips back towards those heels. Bring those legs up off the floor. Press your hip bones into the mat. Keep your crown long. Don't hyperextend through the neck so your gaze is slightly down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Palms come underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes. Press yourself up to a high plank. Shift off to a side plank on that right side. And then extend that arm long overhead. Knees upwards. Bottom knee can be down as a modification if you need it. 4, 3, 2, spiral it down. Drop all the way back down to the mat and find your Sphinx pose again. Down and back. Front of your head extends long. Engage that lower back. Press the tops of the feet and the legs actively into your mat. Release down. Arms sweep back. Palms face upward. Bring the legs up. Bring the arms up. And bring the chest up. Shavasana. You're not looking up with your neck, right? You're bringing your chest up. But your gaze is down kind of in front of you. 4, 3, 2, 1 more breath. Release, plant the palms, curl the toes, press yourself up to a high plank, and shift off to a side plank on the left. Arm can reach up in the sky, or can reach long overhead. Don't let your chest collapse down inward towards your mat. Let your light radiate, let your heart shine. Breathe, 3 more cycles. 2 more cycles. 1 more cycle. Spiral everything back down. Drop the knees out wide, toes together, walk it back to child's pose. Find your neutral tabletop. Spread the fingers wide, thumbs pointing inward, middle finger pointing forward. Knees right underneath the hips. Find that strong tabletop. And then on inhale, drop the belly, bring the gaze forward. Cow. Round through the spine. Cat. Tuck the chin. Inhale. Cow. Exhale. Cow. More times. Cow. Drop the belly, gaze comes forward. Round the spine. Tuck the chin. Cat. Neutral tabletop. Curl the toes right where they are and bring those knees up, just off your mat. Hold. Hold. Focus on those elbow creases, spiral them forward. Let the shoulders pull down and back. Hover. Find that neutral spine. Okay, so just when you get to that point where you want this to end, that's truly where it begins. That's where the magic happens. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, uncurl the toes, drop the belly, bring the gaze forward. Round the spine, tuck the chin. Press away from the floor. Drop the belly, gaze comes forward. Tuck the tailbone around the spine, chin to chest. Again, drop the belly, gaze comes forward, don't collapse down, focus on those elbow creases. Tuck the chin, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, neutral spine. Send that right foot back on the ball of that right foot. Curl the left, bring the left knee up to hover. Then you take that right foot, you're gonna pull it in and bring it back. And you're gonna pull it in and you're gonna tap it back. Pull it in and push it back. Tap the toe in and extend back. 4 more times. In and back. In. Extend long. 2 more times. In. That left knee's hovering. Back. In. Back. Release. Uncurl the toes. Sit back into a narrow child's pose. Release those hands. Sweep them back and grab the heels. Allow the shoulders to curl down towards your mat. Release the pressure off the shoulders. Pressure off the legs. You are creating heat, stillness, stability, strength, balance, integrity, goodness. Keep those arms back forward and find that neutral tabletop first. Spread the fingers wide, right up below the shoulders. Send that left foot back onto the ball of the foot. So this is a nice long extension from my tailbone through that heel. My right knee is directly under my right hip. Curl that right foot. Bring that right knee up to hover. And then tap it in and back. Pull it in, tap the toe. Tap, extend long. Tap it in. Press it on. Again, just hovering on that right side. Pull it in. Extend it back. Pull it in. Extend it back. 2 more times. We're not moving fast. We're moving strong. 1 more time. Pull it in. Extend it back. Pull it in. Release. And back. And sweep those arms back again. Your forehead is on the mat. What I want you to do is think about trying to come up onto your knees while you're holding onto your feet. So come up, tuck the head, so that now the weight is kind of on the crown of your head. You're still holding onto the feet. You're trying to sit up. So bring that bum up off the heels. Four, 3, 2, release. Walk those arms forward. Stretch out those shoulders. Reach, reach, reach as far forward as you can. And then inhale it up. Find your high plank. From your high plank, walk your hands back inch by inch until you connect with your forward fold. Let those legs release. Grab your opposite elbows. Allow the head and the shoulders to hang in ragdoll. Let everything surrender. Connect with all points of your feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down into your fold. As you reverse swan dive up, I want you to find volcano standing on your left foot. You get a fluid movement to come back up to this pose. Extend that left leg long, right leg long. Push the heel towards the front edge of your mat. You want to hold it up. Keep your gaze neutral. And release the foot down. Come back down into your fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Your opposite side. So as you reverse swan dive up, come up to volcano arms, further pose on the right. Left knee is up. Tuck the tailbone. Find balance and strength through that right leg. Gentle bend in the right knee is okay to offer you stability. You do not need to be locked out. Extend that left leg long. Push that heel towards the front edge of your mat. You want to hold that leg up. I know it feels like a brick. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Hold. Halfway lift, inhale. Hold, exhale. Reverse swan dive. Hands to heart center. Grab your blocks if you have them. Stretch out those legs a little bit and come down into pyramid pose. Your head at the top edge of your mat. You take that right foot forward. Left foot back. You're not on a balance beam. Okay, you're not front to back, but you're close. So 2 rails, but they're close. My feet are not separated too far apart for pyramid pose. I'm going to think about pushing the hips back as I find my flat back. So my tailbone is pushing back, not out into that right butt cheek. The crown of my head is extending long. My back is flat. I'm going to use these blocks just for some support. So I'm going to come down to my fists because sometimes coming down onto the wrists all the time with push-ups and chaturangas, it causes tightness in the forearms and the wrists, puts a lot of pressure. So sometimes this is a nice break from all that pressure we put on our hands and our wrists, carrying dumbbells, supporting our own body weight, those small push-ups yesterday. And when you're ready, if you're ready, maybe travel down a little lower on the blocks. I'm still finding that flat back though, right? I'm not rounding. I'm still letting the crown extend from my tailbone. My gaze slightly drops though as I hinge forward. Again, depending on how flexible or how loose or how tight this particular side is, will determine how low you can eventually sink. So I'm extending my crown down now. I'm not rounding through the spine. I still have that flat back as I hinge forward. And I'm still thinking about that whole right hamstring getting a nice deep stretch, but I am not pushing my right hip to the right edge of my mat. I am still pushing my tailbone back and extending down and forward. 4 more cycles of breath. If you can, or if you want, you can still be very tall in that first variation, or you might be all the way down to the floor. Nobody can see you, nobody cares what you're doing. Listen to your body. 2 more breaths. Really let that hamstring release. And then slowly, as slow as you went down, travel back up with those blocks. So slowly going from the lowest height, bringing them all the way up to the highest height, taking a moment to pause with that flat back, extending my crown long. Then I'm going to step the left foot forward to meet the right. And then in reverse swan dive, bring it up and exhale down to heart center. So it's really about enjoying the journey too. It's not about how far you can stretch, how quickly you can get there. Enjoy the journey. So take that right foot back, left foot forward. Again, they're on 2 railroad tracks. Those railroad tracks are super close. Unless you feel like you need a wider stance to support yourself, then take it as wide as you comfortably need it. And then think about hands to hips, pushing the tailbone back, finding that flat back, crown extends long. And again, I'm going to fist it. And I have my fists directly under my shoulders. My right hip, rather my left hip, is not pushing out. My tailbone is still pushing back. One side is going to feel very different than the other. And this is about the journey of letting that muscle release. So you listen. When you feel like it's ready, lower yourself a little bit more. But take time. Each time you lower the block, if you do, to pause and let the muscle stretch and release. This is not about playing the hero, seeing how far you can go. It's about being gentle on your body after the demands we just placed on it. Again, it's very normal as you sink lower and lower to the hip to want to push out. Continue to push your seat backwards. Your crown long. So it's like you're folding a pair of pants, a pair of overalls in half. You're not rolling them up into a ball, curling them. You're folding them in half. Here for maybe 4 more cycles of breath before we begin the journey back up. Oh, the sun is tight. 2 more cycles of breath right here. 1 more cycle of breath. Make your journey back up to that flat back if you traveled down. You'll notice I'm not moving fast. I don't want that hip to push out. I've got my shoulders down and back, my crown long. When I find that flat back, I'm going to step that right foot forward to meet the left. I'm just going to take my feet about hip distance apart. I'm going to move my blocks away if I have them. And I'm going to reverse swan dive up. Exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to take my toes out, my heels in. I'm going to come up onto my toes, walk my heels in. And I'm going to track those knees outward as I come down with a nice flat back, tucking my tailbone, tucking my tailbone, tucking my tailbone. And you can have a block in front of you to hold on to here. But I want you to tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, and hold. Here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take it into Balasana or a yogi squat. So you're going to take the feet, hands down, take the feet out wider now so that you can sink the heels. Toes are out, drop the bum. You can be sitting on a block, finding length through your spine. Push the elbows into the knees. Push those knees outward with the elbows. Bring your hands to heart center. Let your crown extend long. Couple of choices here. Sit right here in this yogi squat, or you can come to one last power pose before we come down to the mat. You want to take crow. Lift the palms down. Spread those fingers wide like you would if you were coming into tabletop. Turn the toes so that they're right behind the wrists. Come up onto those toes. Put the knees up onto the outer edge of that tricep and work to bring the feet up off the floor. Feet is forward, not behind you, not down. Pro. Here for 4, wherever you are. 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, release yourself down. One hand in front, one hand in back. Gently take yourself down to the mat. Take your heels to the outer corners, the top edge of your mat. Find length through your tailbone. I want you to think about hinging forward and reaching the outside edges of the feet. Don't want you rounding. I know we can all curl up into a ball. I want you to think about those overalls. Hinging. So if you hinge and you get right here and you feel those hamstrings engage and you feel the stretch, that's far enough. Reach for the calves, reach for the outsides of the ankles. But if you can release it forward a little bit deeper, the knees straight, release it forward a little bit more. Once you feel that engagement, really that's your edge. 4 more breaths. 3, 2, nice long steady deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. 1 more. In and out, and on your next inhale it all the way out. Pull the feet in, grab the knees, and gently roll yourself down onto your back. Pull the knees outward and let the hips stretch a little bit more. And then find child's pose, not child's pose, happy baby, I'm sorry. So pull the knees down, reach your hands around the outer edges of the foot, fingers and thumbs are all together. So you don't have your hands wrapped around the outside, but your toes, your thumbs wrapped around the inside. You should think about dropping the tailbone, dropping the shoulders, pulling the knees down, kicking the heels up. Again, when you make those adjustments, it's not necessarily something that anybody sees you doing, but you'll feel it within your body. So get those feet elevated above your heart. If happy baby isn't doing it for you, take those legs straight up for legs up the wall. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. And release. Bring the soles of the feet down to the floor, ankles together, and then let the knees drop outward. One hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Feel your breath. Feel your heart. Notice if you're feeling it start to slow down. Yogi's choice here to stay in this pose as we begin our meditation to close out our practice, or extend the legs long and find corpse pose. Angle the arms slightly outward, palms facing up. To feel the energy of your practice. Feel the air. Find stillness, peace, and your version of goodness, whatever that is. Go silent for a few minutes to let all the elements of your practice come together. Begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the earth supporting your body. Feel the air. Open and close your hands. Stretch the fingers wide. Roll them up into a fist. Stretch them wide. Make a fist. Same thing with your toes. Start to stretch the toes. Maybe circle the ankles. Waken the body back up. And when you're ready, take a nice gentle reach overhead. Not a super, super deep stretch. Just find length. And then pull your knees into your chest. And allow yourself to fall to the right. And again, with your eyes closed, make your way up to a comfortable seat on your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. I invite you to bow your chin to your chest. Take 2 big breaths. The biggest breath you've taken in the morning. The light in me honors and embraces the light within each and every one of you. Thank you for being here again on this beautiful Tuesday morning to share your practice with myself and everybody out there on Zoom land with us. Namaste.